Hello, I'm Suzie.
And I'm Ryan.
And we are the founders of the global award-winning Showband
Aston Band.
We are a husband and wife team, and we thought it might be nice for you guys to get to know us a little better.
We hope you enjoy. And we're live, Suze. This is it.
Wow. Here we go.
Podcast number 2. Or is it podcast number 1? I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know. What does the pilot count as episode 1? Let's go with episode 2.
Okay,
it feels
episode
like we've
2
progressed.
of the Aston podcast. We've settled on a name, folks.
Well,
it might change still. You know, let's not suppress.
Pigeonhole ourselves.
Yeah. How are you feeling, Suze?
I'm good, actually. We meant to do another one of these a bit sooner than we have, actually.
There is a reason. Our studio is in our attic, so unusual for Wales, but we have had ridiculous weather, and this place gets like an oven. So we've got up bright and early.
Pretty sweaty.
Yeah, still ridiculously hot, but we've got up bright and early to try and do the podcast while it's still bearable in our studio. So here we are.
Here we are, yeah. And we've
Sacrifices.
also been pretty busy, haven't we? Let's be honest.
Yes, very, yeah. We underestimated starting a podcast in the middle of wedding season. It's not as easy as you think.
No, but
Here we are.
here we are.
Yeah.
We're rocking it.
Yes.
We think we're rocking it anyway. We're rocking it.
What in it?
So should we say where we've been? We've been in the last few weeks. We've been. Where have we been? Sicily. All start with Sicily, didn't it? And that was.
Remind me. I'm so terrible. I forget where I was yesterday.
You don't remember the flights being cancelled, the volcano erupting.
Oh yes,
the
yes.
torrential
This is
rain.
a good story. Okay, we thought about talking about events, but obviously we are conscious of privacy and all that kind of stuff. So if we talk about events, we will do it very
discreetly. And also,
yes.
actually, this beautiful bride just left us a glowing Google review and mentioned all of the force majeures that occurred. So
it was ridiculous. We had a meeting in Soho farmhouse. We turned our phones off all day. It was nice to be away from the office. All chilled. We were just coming. We got back in our car, turned our phones on, and it was just like a Christmas tree, wasn't it? Ring, ring. And basically, our flights had been cancelled to go to Sicily. We were, yeah.
Sicily, yeah. I keep getting mixed up.
Flights cancelled for the whole band. I mean, it was just absolutely mental. We were leaving in 2 days. So I was driving.
I was looking for new flights for everybody. But you know what? This is where wedding planners really kick in.
Absolutely.
Because all the little things that could have happened. So the flights got cancelled because there was a national airstrike in Italy.
In Italy,
wasn't there?
yes. Yeah.
But that's fine because I'm on the ball. The planner was on the ball. We rallied round. We sorted it all out.
Because our flights were cancelled, the band, I think we had 10 or 12 people going out, but all the flights were cancelled for all of the guests. People were flying in from New York, London.
Yeah, because the bride was American.
Yeah, the wedding planner had to literally find like 200, 300 flights.
She deserves a medal, that girl.
It's crazy.
Amaretti, by the way. She's all over
shout
it.
out to
Emiliana.
Amaretti, yeah.
So the planner organised all the that side of things. We organised all the band side of things. And do you know what? I do love a bit of chaos. I do thrive with a bit of chaos, don't I, Ryan?
I think that's our life, really.
He would probably
opposite.
beg to differ when I'm like, screaming in the office. It's like the duck paddling, isn't it? What's that? What is it, a metaphor?
Great story, Suze.
Yeah, cool, man. Anyway, so chaos, we love it. We got it all sorted. And then the wedding was spectacular. The weather wasn't perfect.
Yeah, this
but
was
it
the thing.
added.
There was floods.
There's floods in Italy, yeah, sure.
So they've gone to Sicily expecting beautiful weather because there's always beautiful weather. It had floods. They had to change the whole wedding from it being an outside wedding to marquees, and it was. And we were on the side of a mountain. Overlooking the sea,
a cliff
face kind of vibe.
But you know what? The weather actually. When we were on that cliff face, and it was a bit windy, and it was a bit grey instead of like blue skies. It just like added to the drama. It was so romantic.
Dramatic, yeah, you're right.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
So sometimes things happen for a reason, and it was just. I mean, the wedding was epic, wasn't
Yeah,
it? The dance floor
fabulous.
was absolutely packed from the minute we started to the minute we finished. People were just raving, and sometimes even that, like, because the weather wasn't perfect outside, everyone was there and just having it was amazing, the atmosphere. Then
Yeah, that's not all.
that's
There's
not
more.
all. So we went to the airport with very little sleep. We got on our flight. We shot off into the air. But we were about the last people that did get to take off that day because a bloody volcano erupted.
Yeah,
Can you?
I mean-
You can't even make it up, can you?
can't make it up. So
Mount
yeah,
Etna.
we were the last flight to leave and make it home. They grounded all of the flights
Shut the
because
airport.
of shut the airport because of
Ash.
the ash. So then the planner, who having got through that chaos, the following day must have been
Be like,
oh, it's done. Finally.
We did it.
Ring, ring. Yeah. So she had to find flights then.
Old
for-
Etna's erupted.
Yeah, for people to get home post. Anyway.
But it was
Absolutely
epic, wasn't it?
crazy,
And
yeah.
like, honestly, that's where. So destination weddings, we do a lot of destination weddings, and we love them.
We do.
We love them so much. But you know, things can go wrong. Things go wrong for UK weddings. But when you're traveling and people, especially over the last few years, where oh god, that's another story, isn't it? If we want to talk about
Go on.
travel disasters,
Uh-oh.
the old New Year's Eve. We'll come on to that in a minute. Oh.
Give me a clue.
Oh, when you left me, you deserted me because
yeah,
you got
yeah.
COVID.
Maybe we'll.
That clue,
Yeah.
when I wanted to kill you, even though it wasn't your fault that you got COVID,
let's keep-
I still wanted to blame you.
We'll have a COVID episode. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
we could do a COVID
we can talk
episode.
about. Yeah, that's a good
Oh
idea.
my god, ideas
Let's save
just
for that.
flying out now, aren't
Okay,
they?
okay.
So anyway, wedding planners are just worth their weight in gold because they take all the stress and pressure away from everybody. Nobody knows any little things that go wrong. The bride and groom don't see it because the planner and all the vendors that they trust and have on board for that very reason, we're professionals, we get it done, nobody needs to know, it's just going to flow and be perfect, even if a volcano erupts and all the flights are cancelled and there's torrential downpours and floods. It was epic.
Yeah. Still, yeah.
So moral of the
incredible
story
event.
there,
What is it, Suze? Tell me.
book amazing people for your wedding.
Yeah. I mean, it's our job to take the pressure off the planners as well.
Absolutely,
It's
that's what we do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
It's a team effort.
yes. Yeah.
And we're good at that, aren't we, Ryan? We've got to big ourselves a little bit in this.
Oh, I think
the
so.
old poddy.
Absolutely, experience, all of those. Yeah, as long as we know a rough outline of what's going on, I think we don't even speak to the planners unless we
Well, not to
really
bother them
need
anyway.
To. Yeah,
We
on the
speak to
day
them
especially because
to have fun, but no annoying questions,
yeah.
which comes from experience, doesn't it?
I mean, in fairness, all of the people that we work with are, very good at what they do.
Well, that, and also not just very good at what they do. Life's too short. We're getting older. We keep talking about being old, don't we? Let's cut that narrative. We're really young and
Yeah,
fresh.
speak for yourself. Love.
But I don't want to work with people that I don't love anymore. We're in a fortunate position where we get to choose who we work with. We only work with the best people. We only work with people who are nice.
Yeah.
There's no time for nasty people anymore in our lives.
Do you know what I'm thinking now? There's people out there that have worked for us
Yeah.
that we haven't used recently. I wonder if they're thinking,
Am I one of those?
am I not nice?
No, you are nice, but...
I'm surprised I get a call, in fairness.
Do you remember once when a planner shouted at Danny like he was a dog on the dance floor?
I do remember that, yeah.
Haven't worked with them again.
I mean, he was eating out of a dog bowl, but, no. Yeah, he stepped on a dance floor.
1 foot on a dance floor. Off!
Yeah, that was... anyway, let's keep this all positive. Yeah, I do remember
He's a
that,
cute
so.
little puppy.
Yeah. Hi, Danny.
Hey, Danny.
Danny number
A
one.
little dirty dog. Oh, don't say that. Okay, so we've got 2 Dannys in the band as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
2 Dannys, and the way we distinguished which was Danny 1 and Danny 2 was on another gig in Turkey, actually, and they had to race down a water slide, and whoever got to the bottom first was Danny 1.
Yeah. Was he able to live with the moniker of a Danny number 1 for the rest of his days. Danny number 2 is absolutely tamping. In fairness, he's gutted. Yeah.
Tamping is a Welsh word.
Okay, sorry. That means annoyed.
Tamping.
Yeah.
So we're going off track.
No, it's all good stuff, Suze. I think all good stuff. You know, just got to go where it takes you, I think.
The old ramble.
Yeah.
The Aston ramble. Have we got Rufus here today? Oh, he
is. Of course, yes.
I've just noticed our podcast mascot is back down here.
We'll have to start an Instagram for him.
My mum, our biggest fan, watched our little video cast and thought that she thought the rug was moving, but it's not. It's our...
We've probably got loads of questions from the last one, Suze. Have we?
Millions.
Anything in particular?
Let me have a think.
Actually, our first pilot episode was received quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah, only from
people actually watched it and listened. We haven't uploaded it yet.
When we say people, mum and dad. So
the parents, our best friends.
Yeah, no, this is going to be a global hit. I can
global
see
sensation.
Talking of global sensation, Suze.
See what he did there? Yeah.
That is a seamless link.
You're getting good at this, aren't you?
Yeah, it's meant to be. We recently flew to Madrid for a particularly special event.
Oh, God, yeah.
This is embarrassing.
Global award winners, aren't we?
So we were nominated for the Global Band of the Year.
What was it?
I can't even remember.
Favourite band for the RSVP Global Awards.
Yes,
and what was particularly special about that is it's voted for by industry professionals. So everyone in the luxury wedding market votes for their favourite band. And guess who won?
Oh.
Only the Aston Band.
What's this for you?
Oh.
It's really heavy, actually.
Did you actually? You idiot.
Look at this, guys.
He went and got the...
So for the people listening on iTunes...
He's just pulled out an award.
Or even Spotify.
From the side of his chair.
I've got the award here. Look at that. Honestly, it takes pride of place.
Do you know what? We had to bring that back on the plane, didn't we? And they're checking your luggage for 100 milliliter liquids. And yet we were allowed to bring that, which is so heavy, just a giant chunk of glass that could easily kill someone, I think.
Global favourite band. Not our words.
Words of other luxury industry professionals. So
I'd like to thank my mum, my dad. Oh.
Can you believe they let us bring that back on the plane, though?
I'm glad they did. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, well done, Rye, for pulling that out.
Yeah, so there you go.
You are just firing on all cylinders
Global
today,
award
aren't you?
winners.
Yeah.
I have got a subject change, actually.
Go
it's not
for
so
it.
seamless, actually.
Shoot.
I feel like we didn't talk about, on the last episode, kind of the early days of Aston Band. When we first started, one of the gigs that we did, after, I think we'd been together, not even 6 months maybe.
Oh, I don't know. I lose track of time.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I think you going the old the route.
Yes, yeah. Beirut. We actually ended up landing an incredible gig. We played on a rooftop. We did 3 gigs a week on a beautiful glam rooftop bar called Iris in Beirut, and we played there every week for 6 months. So we lived in Beirut for 6 months.
We did. Well, we came home for a bit, didn't we? And then we were like, nah, let's go back. It was awesome. It was like Beirut. Do you remember if you used to have a messy house, people would say, oh, it's like Beirut in there, because it was war-torn for a while, wasn't it, Beirut?
Yeah.
And I don't know how the situation lies at the moment, but when we went, oh my goodness, like we had I'll go on record to say the best summer of our lives, didn't we? It was just incredible. The people, the Lebanese people, are just so warm and friendly and welcome and live life to the full. I guess that comes from, going through such turmoil in the country. They live for the moment. They party hard. They're so fun and vibrant and gorgeous. But when we were going there, our parents were like, oh my God, you're going to Beirut. Please be careful.
Yeah, it was scary. I mean...
Because it's had such bad press.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Do you remember when we arrived?
I do, I'm just thinking about it now. We arrived in the night. We couldn't quite see what was going on, and they took us to our apartment, and... it was dark.
It was dark, and because it was nighttime. But we were already like, oh, is Beirut scary? So we pulled up to in the taxi to the apartments, didn't we? And there was like,
And of course, we had the rest of the band with us. So there's a responsibility on us. We've dragged people to Beirut.
it'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
So we rocked up and there was like people outside, like looking shifty. They weren't looking shifty at all, but we were like,
I think they were just having a cigarette.
We're in Beirut, yeah. And we were like, got to the apartments, we like checked in and things, and then we were dragging our cases through the apartments, which, looked fine. And then suddenly someone opened their door and we were like, I'm sorry, have we woken you up? And it was our neighbour, wasn't it? He was like, no, man, I'm just really fucking stoned.
Oh, I'll have to beep that out. The F-bomb.
Oh, yeah, I'm not allowed to swear, am I?
I'll beep that out.
So that was our neighbour. And we were like,
yeah.
Well, he's all peace and love, man. We're all good here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the people, they were just so amazing. Our little apartment was gorgeous, wasn't it? The experience, like we had rose tinted glasses. There was times where we were just out there. We were treated like royalty. Remember one day we were in a taxi, and Pablo, the bass player at the time, we were in a taxi and there was someone in a taxi next to us. They were hanging out their window going, Pablo!
Yeah,
we became like famous in Lebanon.
We became a little bit famous. We actually performed on MTV.
Oh yeah, we did. Like as
Lebanon.
If we were. So this back to that pop star dream again. Wasn't it?
There you go.
On MTV and in Lebanon. It was awesome. It was such a great experience. There were times when we were having like fillet steak every night for dinner and sometimes we just wanted a McDonald's.
Yeah, fillet steak again.
I'm sick of this catch of the day.
Yeah.
It was just incredible. And then I think people often ask us how, because destination weddings is kind of our thing, isn't it? And we work abroad a lot, and we don't really know how we fell into it, but I can only imagine that our first run of gorgeous gigs was in Lebanon. Lebanese weddings are just out of this world.
Yeah.
Any of our Lebanese friends that are listening, we were doing events at OCL, which is just wonderful. And the Lebanese really know how to put on a wedding.
I'm trying to think.
We're talking
Sky Bar.
That
White.
Yes, yeah, all of those kind of places.
I'm trying to think of all the places. Yeah.
Yeah, but the weddings were OCL was
we've done some
just epic, wasn't it?
Events,
we've done some Lebanese weddings in Jordan as well. I think that was for Jordanian royalty. Name drop. But yeah, so I guess maybe our destination weddings has stemmed from there, just because it's word of mouth, and we work well with international. We've got a good knowledge of international hits, haven't we? So we work well across the world.
Amazing place. Made some lifelong friends.
So,
shout out to Jace the Ace.
Jace the Ace from Samantini. So Samantini was again, we were doing a gig one night. He was like, do you want to come to our restaurant for dinner? We were like, yeah, God, that'd be gorgeous, thank you. And then we went to the restaurant.
No, I mean, when he said that, I was like, who's this weirdo? That's what I first thought. My restaurant, yeah, cool, man. And then we did go to his restaurant, and
which was super famous in Lebanon at the time. I don't know if it's still there at the moment.
I don't think it is. He's moved to Dubai now, but
he's in Dubes.
Yeah, and actually, I mean, you want to talk about lifelong friends? We actually got married. Susan and I got married in Chelsea registry office, which was amazing, and then ended up. Our reception was at Samantini in, where was it?
It was Belgravia.
Belgravia, yeah. And Jace the Ace from Lebanon, a friend from, that
back in the day.
Yeah. He gave us his restaurant. It was incredible.
Yeah, it was awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah. What a dude. Do you
remember when we went to the restaurant for the first time though, and sushi, like, it probably wasn't new, but it was new to us.
Yeah.
And we hadn't really eaten sushi much before, and now it is literally my favourite thing on the planet: champagne and sushi.
Yeah, salmon was obviously
desert island.
Samantini. Salmon was the speciality, imported salmon. And I remember just plonking a big plate of raw salmon in front of us. We were all like, "Look,
you have to eat it." He was like, "No, you have to eat it.
You got to eat it."
And then we've never looked back, have we?
No.
Best salmon ever. I think, he has moved to Dubai now, and I think he might have sold Samantini, because Samantini was based at the bottom of the ski slope in the mall. For any of you Dubai folk out there, but he's called Sal's now.
Right.
Sal's. Big shout out to Sal's.
Yeah. And
Anyone that
then-
likes salmon, get involved in that.
Who else did we meet? Oh,
Jose.
Jose.
So Jose, we were out in Raffles in Maldives. Spit it out. Maldives last New Year's Eve. And that was from connections that we made back in 2010, it must have been, that we met in Lebanon. So this is how all of these things work, really. Word of mouth is so important. And those relationships that we value so much are so important. And it all comes around. We're back to Maldives again this year, aren't we?
Yeah.
Anyone that's looking for a little hole for New Year's Eve, get yourself to the Maldives, to Raffles. That's where we're going to be performing,
Come on,
like we
watch
did last
Aston
year.
Band. Have a shindig with us.
Wasn't that epic?
On the beach.
On the beach.
Yeah, crazy.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Swim with the baby sharks. Baby shark. Da, 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 da. Okay. You loved snorkeling in the Maldives, didn't you?
Not really my buzz, I'll
He
be
didn't do
honest.
it. He didn't do it. Another reason I was...
Next year, though, I will. I promise.
He did get a little jab in the ribs from me, didn't you?
Yeah, it's another story.
That's another story.
Keep it professional, sis.
Yeah, what can we do the COVID New Year's Eve thing or not? Are we going to save that? No, I've got to because we've touched on it. So basically, what New Year's Eve was that? 2020? Was it 2020?
No. It was like 2 years
2021?
ago. 21 maybe, yeah.
Oh,
or maybe
God, I can't-
2020 going
Oh,
into
who knows?
21.
You know, that time that it was like travel was all up in the air and you had to do COVID tests and get a PCR and a friggin' this, that, and the other. Oh, anyway, we went and got our what were they called?
Fit to Fly.
Fit to Fly. So we went and got the Fit to Fly. We were like, phew, because we manage other bands as well. It's not just Aston Band. We have another company and we manage loads of other bands. There's 25 artists that we had flying out to Dubai for New Year's Eve. And people were dropping like flies. Everyone was getting COVID. Christmas Day I was getting calls.
Oh.
Talk about that, loving the chaos. I wasn't enjoying it on Christmas
that
Day.
was, yeah,
But we managed it all. It was great. We were flying. It was brilliant. Right, we fixed it all. Every eventuality was sorted. And it got to like the day before Ryan got his Fit to Fly back. I got my Fit to Fly back and we were like, we did it. We did it. This is going to make us stronger. Like if we got through this, we can get through anything. And again, all of these experiences do make you stronger. It's just all a lifelong lesson, isn't it, these things?
Yeah, and then the evening before the flight, as I was going to bed, I was like, I don't feel 100%, a little bit shivery. But
I was like, oh, nah,
I didn't
it's
think
fine.
much of it. And then
We've got our Fit to Fly. We
yeah,
are fit to
and
fly.
then
We're off.
That night, then, like I had the full-on shakes and everything associated with COVID. So I woke up in the morning. I was like, Suze, I don't feel that clever. And she was like, shut up, get up, come on, let's go.
I was like,
let's go, come on. I was like, yeah, no, yeah, obviously. So I get up, breakfast, sorting the kids out. I thought, should I just take a test? Should I just
I think I said to you, you better do a
had.
test.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh.
I did the test, like cracked on. I had a few more things to get, passport. Yeah, I was trying to sort everything out.
Do his little list.
Yeah, my little list. And she was like, you've got COVID. I was like, no
Why are you
way.
making me sound so angry?
No, because it
I
was
was
like,
angry.
Yeah, it was, but it was
Can
such
you do a nicer
big
voice
deal.
though when you do an impression?
I mean, fact, Suze, fact.
I was
like,
fuming
you
actually,
are kidding
even though
me.
it wasn't his fault.
So then we were like, what shall I do? What shall I do? Should we just fly anyway?
Where's your moral
Which
compass
is,
at, right?
exactly. It's irresponsible. Or they might not even let me into the country.
I think the agent did actually say, just get on the plane.
Yeah, just get on the plane. They could be testing at the airport. So I might just fly all that way, just get like quarantined in Dubai, or there were all these things. So
you
it just felt
would
like
never have flown.
No,
Like,
the
it
sensible
wasn't
thing to
morally
do
right.
was to not go. But of course, that means Suze flying to Dubai, 25 artists, 4 suitcases. I mean, I was just waving goodbye as you left.
Yeah, but we did it, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had to rally round. We had to, because it was so short notice. We ended up putting drums on the track. The gig was epic. It was at a really well-known beach location on Jumeirah Beach. It was incredible. The audience had the best time. Again, it comes back to that thing. We make it happen, whatever the eventualities, that experience, that knowledge of, being able to fix it is why people book us, because nothing is
and
too
we're
much.
awesome.
That, and we're flipping good. I nearly said
No more beeping, come on.
Flipping. But it was an epic gig and it was amazing. What I did do is when I got to Heathrow, I've become Scottish now. It's this Welshy thing, the Celts. When I got to Heathrow, I had the big gin and tonic, a massive gin and tonic actually, and that made everything okay again. So we were just, it was great. We did it. Who needs Ryan the drummer?
Well,
we did, but hey, it was awesome.
Yeah. Pretty good. So we're this weekend we've just come back from a UK wedding. It was the first one we've done in a long time.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
I'm still a bit spent actually.
No, because we did Sardinia the week. Sardinia. Oh, I haven't been to Sardinia before. We've been everywhere, haven't we?
Oh my God, remind me again.
Oh my God,
have I got some kind of?
Are you getting dementia? Honestly, Sardinia. They hired out a square in. I was looking for the venue. I was like, "Where's the venue?"
I remember now. Yes,
it was epic, wasn't it? It was gorgeous.
That was
Sardinia.
I mean, again, we're probably going to say
home.
there's a lot. It was the best one, but just in, not to take anything away from anyone else, but just in terms of any other events we've done before, but just in terms of
a special
the
location.
setting, they had hired a town square in Sardinia. And it just looked like a movie set.
I felt like we were in a movie set, yeah. Because there's all mountains in the background. I mean, Sardinia is top of my list at the moment for a cheeky holiday. It was just wonderful. All little boutique shops. Okay, so there was little boutique shops. And Ryan, back to the Pale Blue Viking, doing a sound check in the midday sunshine,
12 o'clock,
withering, and there's all these gorgeous little boutique shops around, and I said, I'm going to have to go and get you a hat. So Mark, our keys player, big, tall, gorgeous black guy, had this bucket hat on, and he looked like a model, didn't he?
Like a don.
Supermodel. He came, we met for the lobby call in the morning. I was like, wow, you look amazing. Anyway, I thought, I know, I'll get Ryan a bucket hat while he's burning in the midday sun. So I went to the store and the bucket hat was like €80, €69, something like that.
For a bucket hat.
A little cotton bucket hat. So,
I'm still reeling, to be honest.
Our daughter loves bucket hats, so she's going to inherit the bucket hat. So... Still reeling? You're trying to reel me on here.
No, we're running out of time. I'm just conscious of time.
You can see the thing today.
Anyway, and I didn't look like Mark.
He did not look like a supermodel.
Like,
I think it could have been. It was
a
either
bit
a women's one.
It sat on my head like a fez.
A women's one or a kid's hat. Safe to say, you shan't be wearing that again. It was an emergency look.
And guess who supported us? I say supported us. I'm just going to go with
Who was our warm-up act?
A warm-up act. The Gypsy Kings.
Bambalea! They were brilliant, weren't they?
Incredible, yes.
So good. What a vibe. Anyway,
I don't want to cut this short, but this is it. We're going to have to wrap it up. That's a show. That's a show, Suze.
Can we wait for my timer to go off again?
Because we might run out on here. So just...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, hope you enjoyed
Episode 2.
Our ramblings once again. Episode 2. If anyone has got anything they'd like us to talk about, any of our clients, any topics, let us know. info@astonband.co.uk or drop us a DM on Instagram, aston.band. You'll find us slip into the DMs. Also, we meant to do that thing that our kids watch YouTube. Like and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, we're on iTunes, Spotify, Aston Podcast. Give us a subscribe, Let's do this.
Subscribe.
Okay,
peace out.
Until next time.
Peace out, what the hell?
Peace out.
Peace, man.
Okay. See you soon, guys. Bye.
Bye.